Hello from CNN London. I'm Monita Rajpal. This is World Report. Getting Queensland back on its feet will be like rebuilding after a war. That's the verdict of Anna Bligh, the state premier. She says the flooding that's hit Queensland is the worst natural disaster in its history. Large parts of the capital, Brisbane, remain underwater. The Brisbane River peaked just shy of the record level set in 1974. Let's get an update now on the situation in Brisbane. Phil Black is there for us, and he joins us now live with that. Phil. But Phil, in terms of that, we can't stress enough when we're talking about a major city like Brisbane being affected by this, and this is one of those stories where the pictures pretty much tell the story. Thank you so much for that. Well, just adding on to what Phil's been saying, the Premier of Queensland in Australia is urging flood-ravaged communities to stay strong in the face of the disaster. Listen to these remarks from an emotional Anna Bligh.
As we grieve for family.
In Brazil, forecasters say heavy rains could continue to lash parts of the country until the end of the week. A CNN affiliate reports 260 people have been killed in mudslides and flooding in and around Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo. It has been raining there since January 1st. Rajpal, CNN senior Latin American affairs editor, reports on the region that's bearing the brunt. Well, let's go to one of our forecasters now to see what they expect for the next day or so in the region. Let's go to meteorologist Mari Ramos at the World Weather Center. Mari, what is expected for the area?
You know what, Monita, there are so many areas that have been affected, and I want to start you off.
Mari, thank you. Lebanon has been plunged into political limbo after the unity government of Prime Minister Saad Hariri collapsed. For more on that story, let's go to Mark Sirwai. He joins us now from Beirut. Mark, we understand that discussions are being had right now in terms of Barack Obama with some good news on Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords' condition. She's still critical but stable at an Arizona hospital after Saturday's shooting rampage that killed 6 people. On Wednesday, the president went to Arizona to console not only the victims of the Tucson tragedy, but an entire nation. Isn't blaming the shooting on politics, but some Republicans and Democrats are accusing one another of using the incident to try to score points. Senior White House correspondent Ed Henry joins us now from Washington. And Ed, you'd like to think that some things should remain safe from politics, but I guess in Washington, anything's fair game.
I think you're right, Monita. I mean, that is the major point, is the fact that no matter what...
So, is there more of that white stuff on the way? Let's see what Mari Ramos can tell us. She's at the World Weather Center. Well, it is January, Mari.
It is January, yeah, but we've had these storm systems, kind of one back to back, one right after another, and that keeps the weather, just pretty much keeps us all on our toes here. We still have...
They're calling it mild.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll take it. All right, Mari, thank you very much. Now, with all that chilly weather in the United States, gloves might be a good option. They could also come in handy for one more thing, your nearest bank machine. Now, if you're having your breakfast, your lunch, an early dinner perhaps, you may want to look away. Jeannie Mose has the dirty details.
After this report, you may think ATM stands.
We'll leave you with that. I'm Monita Rajpal in London. World Sport is next.